In recent years, there has been a lot of dispute about the goat. The goat. You might be thinking, what goat? Well, I'm talking about the G-O-A-T goat, the greatest of all times goat. You know, they talk about the GOAT in the NBA, and they bring up names like Jordan or Kobe or LeBron or Chamberlain or Russell. And it kind of depends on what time frame you were raised in or watched basketball in. Sometimes they talk about the greatest of all times, and they talk about a team. Like in the NFL, you know, they might talk about Dallas or Green Bay or New England or, of course, Pittsburgh. There's the same debates in every sports, all sports, MLB, PGA, NHL. I was going to do the NHL, and I thought, well, the only player I know in the NHL was Wayne Gretzky. And he might be the GOAT, but he's the only one I even know. I can't even mention other names. And everyone has their opinion about who's the greatest of all time, the greatest there ever was. We have our favorites. We have our thoughts. We have our opinions. And sometimes we argue and fight about it, but it's really not that important. However, when we start Hebrews, which we're starting this morning, I've entitled it Embracing the Best because that's really what the writer is proclaiming. He is actually talking about the greatest of all time. In fact, more than that, he's talking about the greatest that is beyond and before time. In this letter, we find that he talks about Jesus being superior or better or greater. Nearly 24 times he uses those words. Now, I will have to just let you in on a secret. We don't really know who the writer or author of Hebrews is. So for the rest of the time, I'm going to just say the author or the writer. And another little secret, we don't actually know the specific audience he had, like where they were located and all those things. So we don't know exactly who this is written to, except for the fact that we do know that God speaks through this book, through this letter, to each and every one of us. Each and every one of us. This letter is speaking in a powerful way to each and every person here. At least I hope it is. So the author reminds the listeners, don't abandon Jesus. Don't give up on your faith. Don't give in to doubt, because Jesus is the best. Jesus is the best.